Welcome to Infinite Mind Potential, where we explore the deepest truths of existence to unlock the hidden power within your mind. We are taught from a very young age that if we follow the rules, the world will treat us kindly. We learn that hard work brings success, and being good brings safety, creating a deep expectation of fairness in our souls. But as we grow older, we collide with a harsh reality that does not follow the simple rules of our childhood. The brutal truth is that life is inherently unfair, and the universe has never promised to balance the scales for us. You see bad people winning while good people suffer, and this direct contradiction to your beliefs creates intense internal psychological pain. This is not a mistake in the system, but rather the fundamental nature of a chaotic and indifferent universe we inhabit. Clinging to the illusion that life should be fair is like trying to hold back the ocean tide with your hands. The demand for fairness becomes a mental prison, trapping you in a cycle of constant disappointment and bitter resentment toward reality. The more you focus on the injustice, the more you suffer, poisoning your own mind with thoughts of how things should be. It is exactly like standing in a storm and screaming at the sky, demanding that it stop raining just for you. The storm does not care about your feelings, and neither does the complex web of circumstances that we call our life. When you feel the world owes you something, you place yourself in a passive position of waiting for a payment never coming. You waste precious energy feeling betrayed, acting like a victim who has been cheated by a cosmic system of justice. This mindset creates a permanent state of unhappiness because reality will never perfectly align with your internal model of fairness. We must realize that the universe operates on cause and effect, not on a moral compass of right and wrong. To find true peace, you must be willing to flip the board and stop playing by the rules of imaginary fairness. The moment of liberation comes when you finally accept that life owes you absolutely nothing, not even a single explanation. When you drop the entitlement, a massive weight is lifted from your shoulders, and you can finally breathe freely again. You stop feeling cheated because you realize there was never a contract between you and the universe in the first place. This acceptance releases a tremendous amount of energy that was previously consumed by anger, jealousy, and feelings of bitter injustice. You can now redirect that power towards changing what you can control, rather than agonizing over what you cannot change. This leads us to the most valuable point of all, which is the intrinsic value of pure and honest action. Accepting unfairness allows you to do the right thing simply because that is the person you choose to be today. You no longer act kind to get a reward. You act kind because kindness is the essence of your character. Your integrity becomes independent of external validation, making you unbreakable in the face of an indifferent and chaotic world. You work hard not because success is guaranteed, but because the effort itself gives your life meaning and deep purpose. This shift in perspective protects you from the crushing disappointment that destroys those who only work for the final prize. Like a lighthouse, you shine your light not to be seen, but because shining is simply what you were built to do. When you stop expecting the world to be fair, your relationship with happiness changes in a profound and beautiful way. Every small joy becomes a bonus, a surprise gift from the universe rather than a payment you were owed. You stop looking at your life as a balance sheet of debts and credits and start seeing it as an adventure. The sunset is not a reward for your good behavior. It is just a beautiful phenomenon that you get to witness. Even the difficult times become easier to bear because you are not adding the extra weight of feeling personally victimized. You realize that waiting for fairness is a passive state, while creating your own meaning is an active and powerful choice. Breaking the illusion of fairness is the key to unlocking the chains that bind you to perpetual dissatisfaction and misery. It allows you to soar above the petty grievances of daily life and view your existence from a higher perspective. You find peace not because the world has finally become fair, but because you have finally stopped fighting against reality. Letting go of the need for justice is not weakness. It is the ultimate sign of emotional and spiritual maturity. We can build a better world not by complaining about how it is, but by taking constructive action despite the odds. Resilience is built when you understand that falling down is part of the process, not a personal insult from God. The universe is vast and complex beyond our comprehension, and it does not revolve around our individual desires for fairness. Embrace the chaos, accept the unfairness, and use it as the raw material to forge a stronger and wiser self. The path forward is cleared when you stop waiting for the toll gate to open and simply drive through it. Your life story becomes one of overcoming obstacles through inner strength, rather than a tragedy of waiting for external rescue. Just like a seed does not complain about the soil, you must grow wherever you are planted, regardless of the conditions. Instead of shouting at the rain, learn to dance in it, knowing that getting wet is just part of the experience. Rewire your mind to expect nothing, and you will find that you suddenly appreciate everything that comes into your life. Forgiveness becomes easier when you realize people are often just reacting to their own unfair circumstances and internal struggles. We are all in this chaotic mess together, navigating a world that offers no guarantees and makes no promises to anyone. True strength is not found in demanding rights, but in the capacity to move forward with grace despite the wrongs. Clear your vision of the dust of entitlement, and you will see the opportunities that were hidden behind your complaints. Be like water, which does not argue with the rock, but simply flows around it to reach its final destination. Balance is an internal state you create, not something the external world provides for you on a silver platter. The door to your mental prison is already open. You just need to walk out and leave the resentment behind. Your character is defined by how you act when life is unfair, not by how you act when everything is perfect. Wisdom is knowing the difference between the way you want the world to be and the way it actually is. Wear your scars as badges of honor, proof that you survived the unfairness and came out stronger on the other side. The universe is not against you. It is simply indifferent. And in that indifference lies your absolute freedom to create meaning. Take responsibility for your own happiness, because no one else is coming to save you from the unfairness of reality. Relearn the resilience of a child who falls and gets up without formulating a theory about the injustice of gravity. Be the light in the darkness, not because it is fair, but because the world needs your light to see. Cultivate your own garden without looking over the fence to see if your neighbor has more rain than you do. Flow with life rather than swimming upstream against the current of reality, and you will conserve your precious energy. In the silence of acceptance, you will hear the true voice of your potential calling you to a higher purpose. We can create pockets of fairness and kindness in an unfair world, and that is a noble and worthy pursuit. The rainbow does not apologize for the storm. It simply exists as a beautiful consequence of light and water combined. Let your internal values be your compass, guiding you through the wilderness of life, regardless of the terrain. You are the hero of your own story, not the victim of a tragedy written by an unfair universe. When you accept all the pieces of life, even the jagged ones, the big picture finally begins to make sense. Give what you wish to receive, and you will create your own micro-universe of fairness around you every day. Happiness is not something you get when the world becomes fair. It is something you create, despite the unfairness. Step out of the shadow of resentment and into the light of acceptance, where your true power has always been waiting. The world is perfectly imperfect, and your acceptance of this truth is the key to unlocking your infinite potential. Thank you for watching Infinite Mind Potential. Embrace the unfairness, find your freedom, and live a life of true gratitude today.